the particular player just decided to leave the field. To my surprise, neither the head coach nor the assistant Bono and Ellis decided to have a word with him, and then he just, went into the bus waiting for, whatever reason. But, that was a contributing factor. The head coach, I believe, because of language barrier, I have to be honest, he can't control he couldn't control the team. Likewise, Bono, even from body language of the coaches, because I tried having an interview with, the assistant coach, but it was like, this one will say no, I shouldn't talk because I don't want somebody to see that I am dominating the show because because of the coaching shift that happened before. Yeah. So that was also a problem. So you could see there was no leader in the team from the coach downwards. Down to the players. Down to the players, and well, we went into the game, of course. Whether they believed they were going to win or not, I'm not too sure. But from the first whistle, you saw, how things went. Conceded a goal, I believe, after 21 seconds. And 6 minutes, it's got worse. Well, Sehu Gassama tried. I think he was very outstanding together with the Samga midfielder, Suleiman Mar, only two outstanding players in the team that day. And, well, only two outstanding players can't win a game. I don't think so. Yeah, so like Algeria. Exactly. They conceded 2 more goals in the second half, and that was it. They were done. I think some of you saw the pictures. Yeah. They were really playing for the final whistle, and it was really disappointing. What could we say? Knocked out in contention for the 2013 Nations Cup and bottom of World Cup qualifying Group D. So it wasn't a good experience at all in Dar es Salaam and Blida.
Yeah, disappointing. Interesting narration there by Abdullah, who witnessed as things unfolded in his presence. Alassane, Babukar, that's shocking of what we learned from Abdullah there. And, with such behavior, training ground bust up few days before the game, that's serious.
Well, thank you once again, Muriez. It's not, according to Abdullah's narration, it's not as if it was few days. He will say hours before the game, because I think that happened a day before the game. So it was just few hours before the game, a training ground absence and bust up rather. And I guess these were senior players. But then what we felt, asked Abdullah, did the 2 players in question played? And the guy also who decided to walk away from the
Yes,
pitch?
they both played 90 minutes.
And the third player also who walked out on the field, he played?
Well, actually, one of them was involved in the bus stop, so it was a couple.
I mean, the other guy who decided to leave the field and waited at the bus, inside the bus.
Yeah, he was involved. He was one of those 2 players involved.
Okay, I understand. Yes. So you see, as a coach, you must have to have control over your dressing room. If you don't have control over your dressing room, you are bound to fail, because you will always have factions.
In fact, that's why you are the coach.
Exactly.
Be in control of the
you
team.
are the coach, and that makes you the captain of the ship. If you lose control over your ship, obviously the ship is going to capsize. So that's it. You need to have that control over the dressing room. It doesn't matter whether he is player X or Y or Z. It doesn't matter whether you are a big player or you are a local base player. You have to show discipline. You have to be committed to the national cause. You see, this is a national cause. Yeah. You have to be committed. You have to show discipline to your superiors. With that training ground bust up. If I were the coach, I am not the coach, unfortunately. But if I were the coach, those 2 players would not play. You have to punish them. You see, if you are going for a war, you have to go to those who are ready for the war. They have to be ready for it.
The interesting thing here is you would hear, there was lack of unity in the team. You will hear the players saying it. Like there was this day we were having lunch at the team hotel, and then there was this same player saying in the local language, the team is so united. They know that. We have factions, as I said. So that was, we can't win with that.
And you see, yes, I've said this here the last time. That was the other week, and I think I'm going to repeat this again. You see, we are tired of participation just for the sake of participating. We want what? Excellence in sports.
Excellence in sports, yeah.
So if we cannot produce that excellence in sports, why don't we do away with international football for a certain number of years? Use that money that you are going to use without qualifying and invest it in the domestic league.
Don't exhaust that. We'll come to that.
All right.
You understand? Ablai, just want to push you to a corner. Players so were in the bus stop. Those listening there, we want to know who are these players. And I think it will be fair for us to tell the public what exactly that's our work. You understand? It's not fair. Millions being invested in them, and then at the end they go out there, you understand, doing such a thing. You understand? Would you be in the position with players? Because if I were in Bilida, I would, the moment I come in back to Banjul, I will tell which players were involved in the bus stop.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Nobody will hold me ransom for that.
That's fine, that's fine. I can say, but first of all, it was the responsibility of the coaches to come and say it because they didn't do anything about it. But hence I went for my job and came back. Well, I can comfortably say the bus stop was between two defenders, for that matter, two senior players. Disappointing, one of whom is Momodu Danso, Futi, and Paseko Kujabi.
Two senior players.
Two senior
players
in the
of the team for that matter.
Exactly.
That's disappointing. Alassane, and we have had some shocking revelations, you know, every day new things coming up.
Well, it's not a surprise to me because these are things that have been happening for, you know, quite a long time ago. So us going to Tanzania and of course Algeria, performing dismally twice on the trot, something is just the reason why we are, you know, performing dismally all the time. You know, I just want to say the future is a place that we are not going to, but it's been created. The path to it is not found, but it's made. And the activities of this future that we're creating changes both the maker and the destination. What am I saying? If you don't have a definite major purpose in life, you're bound to fail all the time you try. And this has been the problem affecting Gambian football. We participate because we have to participate. But we don't participate because we are hungry for success. After the Tanzania game, a player who played the whole 90 minutes said on a social networking site, Facebook, that the Gambian players are not desperate to play for the Gambia. That's a cause for concern.
Big one for that matter.
Because they don't, you know, feed themselves, you know, because they play for the Gambia. How are you going to qualify if you're not hungry? How are you going to qualify if you're not desperate to play for your country? That's the reason why all the time when we come here, we've said it yesterday, we're saying it today, and it's very unfortunate that we will still say it tomorrow, that we need players that are talented, players that are hungry, and players that can do that which is, you know, expected of them for the nation, but not players that, you know, you're in Slovakia or you're in Ukraine, you think you're playing professional football. That definitely wouldn't do it for us. Yeah. Players that wouldn't even have a shot on target for the whole 90 minutes, that wouldn't do it for us.
Alassane, that will take us to a video, an interview that I had with Papis Demba Cissé. We all know him, who was recently in the country. Not many people knew that he was in the country, but managed to track him down. I managed to ask him this question, or tell him to give us, give Gambian players a word of advice. Let's hear what Papis Demba Cissé have to say in that interview. I think that would help us.
Papis